I know we talked briefly off camera that you had some cross paths with some tier one operators during your time in the CIA. As an
Yeah.
outside person who watches what they do and works with them, but is not part of Delta Force 6, what is your impression of tier one operators as someone who sees them but is not part of them?
I think they're probably, in terms of skill set, the most well-rounded people in the U.S. government and probably in our entire country. They I think in the movies a lot, when going back, I might be dating myself here for some of your audience, maybe not, but you go back to the Rambo movies and Commando and stuff like that. They're often portrayed as brawny knuckle draggers, and that's honestly that's kind of how operators writ large, I think, are viewed by the likes of DC politicians often, but they're incredibly smart. I mean, I remember having a conversation with a SEAL team counterpart, and his knowledge of chemistry was, rivaled any PhD coming out of an Ivy League school. And that was from, his work and training. So that always struck me, the based on the relationships that I had. And they tend to, when you're actually interacting with them, they use their brains over their brawn first. And I don't think they get the recognition for that as much as they should, for how smart those guys are. So yeah, we had a really good working relationship. There was a period when I was at CIA base in Baghdad, at the height of some pretty tense conflict. After things had kind of been a little calm for a while, it spiked back up one summer. And, I was meeting with the Delta teams almost on a daily basis, and having those interactions. And, I remember being in meetings with General Odierno at the time, who was commander for the ground in Iraq, following Petraeus. So we had a good relationship. But yeah, those guys are, I would put their brains above their brawn over pretty much anybody in our, definitely in our intelligence community, and our government as a whole. I mean, they're some of the smartest guys I've ever